Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To honorable person, Mr. Dr. Kaharuddin SIPM Hume, and all of you guys whenever you're watching this video. My name is Nurul Fatima Azahra. I'm from English Education Department, Class A of 2023, Tarbiyah and Teaching Science, Faculty of Alauddin State Islamic University of Makassar. So in this video, I will explain about word pattern, which is inflection. Question number 1. What do you know of inflection? Explain your answer and give example. So, inflection is a grammatical process that alters the form of a word to indicate grammatical categories such as number, singular or plural, tense, person, or case. It's a way to convey additional meaning without creating entirely new words. For example, as car, it changed to cars, or book changed into books. Inflection takes place by adding suffix to a word. According to Samson and Friends, 2015 said that there are three basic types of inflection in English, i.e. inflection of nouns, inflection of adjective, and inflection of verbs. Question number 2. Can inflection take place in nouns? Explain your answer and give example. So my answer is yes. Inflection can take place in nouns. Inflection involves altering the form of a noun to convey different grammatical information such as singular or plural and possession. This change does not alter the core meaning of the noun but give it a specific role in a sentence. Pluralization changes a singular noun to plural by adding s or es. For regular nouns, we can take example cats or buses, while irregular nouns have unique forms like children or mice. And pluralization divided into two types. Second types from inflection of nouns is possessive case. A possessive case shows ownership by adding an apostrophe and s for singular noun. For example, is the dog's bone, and just an apostrophe for plural noun, adding in s. For example, is teacher's room. Question number 3. Analyze the following extract to figure out how many inflection or pluralization of regular noun can you identify. Explain the grammatical function of inflection to the nouns by referring to the rules for regular pluralization. So I found 4 regular pluralization. First is students. The basic word is student. Making regular nouns plural by adding affix s to end of the noun. The grammatical function shows multiple people who speak. And second is countries. Basic word is country. Making singular noun end in y, plural by changing the y into I. If the letter before the y is a consonant before adding suffix s. Grammatical function shows multiple nation. The third is teachers, from basic word teacher. Making regular noun plural by adding affix s to the end of the noun. Grammatical function shows multiple instructor. And the last is speakers. Basic word is speaker. making regular noun plural by adding affix s to the end of the noun. And grammatical function from speaker is show multiple people who speak. Question number 4. To the best of your knowledge, do you think the rules for pluralization in regular and plural are the same? Explain your answer and give an example. I think is no. The rules for pluralization in regular and irregular nouns are not the same, because regular pluralization follows predictable patterns, typically by adding s or es to the end of the singular noun, for example, dog to dogs and bus to buses. Irregular pluralization does not follow this pattern and require changes to the root form of the noun or a completely different word. For example, is child to children and food to feed or mouse to miss. Question number 5. How many rules for irregular plural nouns do you know? Do you think that the rules are easy to master? Why? Explain your answer and give examples. These rules can be challenging to master because they are inconsistent and must often be memorized individually. Unlike regular pluralization, there are no predictable patterns for many irregular plurals. Making singular noun end in us plural by deleting the us and adding I, octopus to octopi. Making singular noun end in is plural by deleting the is and adding suffix s. Basis to bases. Making singular nouns end in ion plural by deleting on and adding suffix a. Phenomenon to phenomena. Making singular noun end in plural by deleting the m and adding suffix a. Minimum to minima. Making singular noun end in ed or ex plural by deleting the e or ex adding suffix ises. For examples is index to indices. Making singular noun end in a plural by adding suffix e. For example is formula to formulae. Making singular nouns end in a plural by adding suffix ta. Example is stigma to stigmata. Making singular noun end in aus plural by deleting us and adding suffix is. For example is mouse to miss. Question number 6. What do you know of possessive case of nouns? Explain your answer and give examples. The possessive case of nouns shows ownership or belonging. It is formed by adding an apostrophe and s to singular nouns, or just apostrophe to plural nouns that already end in s. Possessive nouns act like adjectives, modifying another noun. For example, John's car shows that the car belonged to John. Or the student's books indicates that the books belong to the students. Last question is, how many rules for possessive case of nouns do you know? Explain your answer and give examples. First is singular nouns. This rule covers most nouns that don't end in s. Example is John's car. John owns the car. Second is singular nouns ending in s. This rule addresses nouns that end in s. Example, Charles' glasses, showing that Charles owns the glasses. Third is plural nouns. This rule applies to nouns that are already plural. Example is the student's parents. The parents belong to the students. And there's irregular plural noun. This rule covers nouns that don't follow the regular pluralization patterns. Example is the children's room. The room belongs to the children. And there's compound nouns. This rule addresses nouns made up of two or more words. For example is my mother-in-law's receipt indicates that the receipt belongs to the mother-in-law. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you can understand what I'm saying, and I apologize if there are grammatical mistake from my video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.